Oh, snap. What's this? Looks like Santa came early this year for me. What do we got? Oh, wow. We got some powder pigments here from Hemway. All right. So they give you 5 different colors to try out for some epoxy projects. So after reviewing Hemway's page, I noticed they have a couple locations, one based in the UK and one based in the United States. They're also cruelty-free and vegan, which is really nice. I'd actually like to learn a little bit more about that if I can. So be sure to check them out online and check out the discount code in the description. Okay, now that everything just magically appeared, let's go ahead and start pouring some epoxy. Part A and Part B epoxy from ProMarine, using some cookie cutters I bought from Walmart. They cost like 98 cents, so I'm hoping to reuse them for future projects. Um, Make sure the epoxy is thoroughly mixed, because if it's not, you may have some soft spots and some issues with it when it's finished drying. 5 minutes of mixing is recommended. I cut off the bottom of a cup because I thought the other one was a little bit too large, and I don't want to pour all the same color into every cookie cutter. I think after pouring the pigment into the epoxy, I used a little bit too much. You really don't need much of this stuff. Very it's very rich, and it goes a long ways. Using aluminum tape for the bottom of these cookie cutters to contain the epoxy, I cut them down to size and wrap them up along the edges so we don't have any leakage. After it's thoroughly wrapped, just go ahead and pat it down on the table a little bit to make sure that the bottom's secure, and pour your epoxy in. I tried to throw some epoxy on top of the green, but it just sunk into it. So if you want to add some colors like that, I would wait until it dries fully and then add another layer on top. Alright, let's let these sit overnight and dry, and they'll be all set in the morning. It was really a pain in the butt to get the aluminum off of the backs, but I managed, and then was really careful to pull these cookie cutters off the edges because I don't want them to break and I want to reuse them for future projects. After some 120 grit sanding and then 220 grit, I clean them up with a little bit of mineral spirits before clear coating them. Oh no, not my head! Ah, my hat! I really like spray lacquer. It's good for small projects like this. Add some hooks and you're ready to go. Alright, well, I had a lot of fun messing with the epoxy and the pigments that Hemway sent me. Yeah, they sent me the pigment color. So I think it has like a lot of depth. It adds a really nice look to the epoxy. It's really rich, really deep, vibrant in color. Works really well though. I like it. So I'm going to use it for some future projects coming up. So be sure to subscribe and like and leave some comments. Let me know what we could have done differently. Let me know what you think. You know, if you have any suggestions, just leave it in the comments down below. Go over it and maybe something good for a future video. I appreciate you all. Happy holidays and stay tuned for more great videos.